Hello, my name is Drew, and this is Uncommon Sense and the World at Large. This is the introduction. This is going to be the only thing that I put out that isn't edited for all these ums and the pauses and the stumbling, bumbling, mumbling that will sometimes occur when my mouth decides to, be an asshole. Anyway, so I am putting out this show, Uncommon Sense in the World at Large. This show is going to be opinion based. Okay, there will be facts to back certain opinions, but this is thoughts, man. This is the world at large. Like, sorry, I'm not going to sit here and quote facts just so somebody else can go on Facebook and say, oh, that wasn't true. Facebook said, or CNN said. Come on, man. Seriously. Um, so I will cite facts, and the facts that I cite will be verified. But so have fun with that. Anyway, this is going to be a show about opinions. I happen to be a person who a lot of the time feels like I'm not being heard. I don't think that nobody listens to me. There's a difference. I'm hard to not listen to. I'm pretty darn loud. But I, a lot of the time, feel like I'm not being heard. So I've learned to not talk about certain things. I used to try to do that, and it burned me every time. Recently, I tried to be that guy again. It burnt me again. So the reason it burnt me is because I wasn't heard. Not a damn thing that I tried to say was heard. So my favorite pastime when it comes to this and having to avoid that situation altogether is that I bottle things up and I just subdue it. And you just don't hear shit. See, I'm loud enough and I talk enough that I can get away with not complaining, and people don't notice things, or just not saying things, not objecting to things I normally would, because I talk a lot, so people don't really pay all that much attention. But anyway, they always say that if you keep stuff bottled up, it'll just end up exploding. Well, I don't want to explode. And I thought about this for a good long while, and the fact of the matter is, there might be people out there who think the same way that I do. Who knows? They might hear me. And maybe they don't get heard where they're at. And they'll know somebody out there does, though. But beyond that, man, honestly, we're just at a point where I feel like I have to say something about the world around me and the shit that I see on the daily, man. Like, I have to say something about it. I'm just at a point where it has to be done. And I can promise you, as you will find as we take this journey together, that the world at large is not ready, not in a good place to hear my opinion just out there face to face. So this will be the show. There will be facts, there will be opinions, there will be news, automotive news, tech news, sports news. Yeah, there will be news, there will be events. We will talk about things that matter, we will talk about things that don't matter. I will have guests, I will be alone. That's the way it'll work. This world is kind of a steaming pile of shit right now. Everybody thinks they can be special, should be special, need to be special. You know, there's humans, and then there's male and female humans. And I promise you that if you are a human, you fall neatly into two of those categories. Not all three, And you don't get to decide which of those two you fall into. But human will be one of them. You're not a toaster. You're not a fox. You're not a fucking cat. You're a human being. Act like one. Show the rest of the universe that good old human intelligence that you seem to be lacking right now. So I don't care if you identify as a toaster. I'm still gonna call you a person, because guess what? You're still a fucking person. I don't care if you feel like you should be a woman. I don't care if you feel like you should be a man. But if you are a man, and I make the mistake of calling you one, but you don't want to be called a man, that's not something that you can yell at me for. I am a respectful person. If you tell me that you are a transgender woman, then I will call you ma'am or miss or lady or darling or whatever, but I will respect that. So if you look like a man and you talk like a man, and I say, hey man, and you say, I identify as a woman, then I'm going to be like, cool, man, because that's not how it works. I'm not a dick. I'm not a bigot. Not racist. But you're not special. You're not. You're not special. Let me rephrase that. You're not more special than anyone else. You're not. You don't deserve more. You haven't earned more. You're a human being. We all are. We all have shit to go through. Yeah. That's the kind of shit that this show's going to have. If you got pissed off at what I just said, then this is probably not going to be for you. And I'm glad that I made an introduction to the introduction. But there will be that talk. Don't get me wrong. Man, I'll make fun of everybody. Everybody's stupid these days. Different reasons, different extremes. Everybody's getting stupid these days. I'll make fun of everybody. And I don't mean every human being. I do mean every race, religion, creed, color, walk of life, whatever. Everybody's getting dumb, man. Not every person in those groups, but every single one of those groups is just getting stupid. So, if you've got a problem with the words that you've heard out of my mouth thus far, then we can part ways now. But if you're still listening, then I must say thank you, whichever friend or family member you are, for putting up with me. So yeah, just that's the introduction to the introduction. This is the unedited, nobody has touched this. The show is going to be a mishmash of everything. Thoughts, opinions, just the world at large, man. I can spend an hour talking about the new Audi coming out, or I can spend an hour talking about whatever community I want, really. Or I can spend an hour talking about a debate or something. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. All of those things. So if you're down, then buckle up and enjoy the ride. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Thank you. Once again, this is Uncommon Sense in the World at Large. My name is Drew, and I look forward to speaking with you.